We've had our ups and we've had our downs, but we communicate. And I think that's why we're still here today, because communicating means more than anything in a marriage. And we've had our fun and our serious moments. In our day, divorce was not discussed. You just worked through it. There was no other way. So I guess that's one thing, and both maybe a little bit on the stubborn side, and we weren't going to give in. And that's why we're still here. Right?
Really, I couldn't afford
it. True. That's true. But we're glad we did.
Do you have any advice for young couples who are getting married today? What would, if you had to share some wisdom, what would you tell them? You mentioned communication is important earlier.
That's important. And another thing I'd tell them, don't try and start with everything. Start small and gradually build up. If you buy everything because you think you need it and you're in a lot of debt, debt can harm a marriage more than anything. When you can't pay your bills, it's tough. So be satisfied to start small and build up. When we started out, I had paper curtains in the living room window that cost $1.98 because we couldn't afford anything that cost more. And then when we did get other things, we appreciated it all the more. To me, that's the most important thing.
And how about you, Don?
And what about me? I would go with the 10% saved up. Put that away. 10% of your earnings. Don't touch it, put it away, and when it gets large enough to invest in something, I'll keep on doing it.
Well, our kids, we're proud of them both. They've achieved much more than we ever did. Went to university, did well, and
I think they learned by our mistakes.
We encouraged them to do whatever they chose to do, and I think that worked. You can't tell your children you should be something, because that's your dreams, not theirs. So they chose what they wanted to do and they followed it through. And then when grandchildren came along, we were very, very happy. Helped out, but didn't interfere. And we enjoyed watching them grow up, right?
Yeah, when you're right, you're right.
What do you find in the day that you like to do together?
Oh, if I wasn't married to Joyce, I would have to say my computer.
How about Cameron sitting on your lap watching?
That's our
This is extended family.
This is our adopted great-grandchildren, which is Ted's grandchildren. Joyce's, Joyce's. What's my daughter's name again?
Carrie Joy.
Are you still in the kitchen, Carrie Joy? No, okay. Now we can say anything we want. So these kids are just great, and they. Cameron is what, about 6 years old now?
6.
Something like that.
And Kenzie's 9.
She's 9, but she's a little distant now. She used to be.
She's growing up.
She's growing up, and so I'll look at her when we see her, and I said, wow, I said, where's my hug? And then I'll get a hug. You have to ask for anything. But for Cameron and Aiden, the two younger brothers, you don't have to ask for anything. You get all they'll jump up on your lap, they'll watch these crazy movies. I don't know what the movies are about, but they like them, so I like them. Well, I had a saving thing set up that I put 10% away for retirement because I had no pensions coming up. So first thing first, before I would spend any money at all or use any money, 10% of what I made went into one side. And I'm still doing that. And it's still growing.
I think that, yeah, 60 years is definitely amazing. I've told friends and coworkers about it, and it's tough to believe that 60 years together as a couple it's just, you know, words can't really describe that. You know, they've been together so long, and very few people have been so long. It really says something when the Queen of England you know, signs documents to send over to say congratulations. In terms of their relationship, I've maybe only seen about 20 years of it, maybe a third of the time they've been married, and it's everything I've seen is, well, you know, they're my grandma and grandpa, and they certainly love each other. So it was actually really great to be there, because a lot of the times they don't take any attention away from anyone else at family gatherings. They're very outgoing that way. They like to bring attention to other people and you know, make them feel more comfortable. And it was really great to have everyone's eyes on just them two, because they very rarely get to sit back and hear people talk about how nice of people they are. And so I thought that was really good.
I would say stick to your principles and what you believe is right, and don't be swayed by others. If you have a good bringing up and you have strict morals and principles, don't be afraid to stick to them.
Yeah, I echo that too.